Hi, George, Daphne here. Well done. You've managed to purchase another essay correction. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you. You have purchased a $5 one, which means I'm going to do one of your essays. I can't do both. You've had a very good deal on these corrections because it's meant to be one per person. So let's do the task two. Now, maybe you've done your speaking already. How exciting! I hope it went well. We haven't done any speaking together, but I really hope it went well. And best of luck for the exam this weekend. So here we go. Car ownership has increased so rapidly over the past 30 years that many cities in the world are now one big traffic jam. How true do you think this is? And what measures could the government take? It's a good choice to do. Well done, because it is like a problem solution kind of thing, or a statement solution. So quite interesting to do the solutions. The reduction of average speed in highways and the considerable accumulation of cars in the streets of cities in both developed and developing countries have affected the life quality of many people. Okay. Personally, I consider traffic in cities has become a central issue for policymakers. Well done, nice. This essay presents examples in order to expose facts and support arguments. Uh, okay, let's just unpick this a little bit. So what you're having to say is car ownership. So you've got to address this if we really break down this question. One is car ownership, so you need to talk about that. And the other one is the big traffic jam, and you need to talk about that. Okay. So accumulation of cars, absolutely. Reduction in speed, okay, maybe, but I think I would start with this. You could start with the most important point, which is that one, then that. Doesn't matter, it's not too bad. Doesn't matter too much, I mean. Affected the life quality. Okay, why? Quality of people due to um, the quantity, due to the quantity of cars on the road. I think you just have to address this idea of traffic jam. Personally, traffic's become an issue. Yep, good. This essay presents examples. Okay, I would definitely shorten this. Try and keep, because it's a long time for you to write this. So General Motors and etc. Or just kind of slightly shorten that a bit. It will expose facts. Now, you're not supporting arguments, you're offering solutions. Yeah? So remember you've got to do what the question asks you. What measures can they take? Yeah? You've got to offer solutions. Firstly, even though the invention of cars nearly 100 years ago impacted people's lives positively, nowadays there are consequences of that innovation that affect, not only, this is lovely writing, let's get it grammatically super correct, not only people's circulation, but also the general well-being of citizens and additionally the environment. Rather than going also, I just go additionally. Research carried out by Harvard based on, found that time for travels within cities had decreased in proportion with family cars production and sales. Uh, and then, so what's the problem here? Get this idea of traffic jam in here, making it harder for uh, workers to commute and causing traffic standstills. Get this idea in here of traffic jams. Yeah, one big traffic jam. You're talking about car ownership, and you're nearly making the correction, but not quite. I need you to absolutely make this connection. Harder to get to work because there's no traffic. The traffic is at a standstill. Secondly, during the last 10 years, many governments have debated on the best measures and tools. Okay, now don't use firstly and secondly. It's the wrong words here. Okay, so here this is okay. Start with this. But then you're going to go, however, because now you're going to hopefully offer me some kind of solution. However, during the last 10 years, governments have debated on, okay, Yes, have debated on is okay, but have discussed, have proposed, have researched, have, I think there's better words that you could use maybe. So researched, investigated the best measurements and tools to mitigate the worsening of traffic in cities. So you can't start that. You have to start. This has to be first. The increment of car ownership taxes being the most common, or the most common solutions being. Okay? You can't start being here like that. I know you want to, but it doesn't quite work. Marketing campaigns on environment damage due to automobile use and the prioritization of investments on transport infrastructure. Good public transport, I would go. Or greener, make it this connection to the greener, subsidized, so it's cheaper. Transport infrastructure. I'd get those two adjectives in there. Adjectives, remember, really work hard for you. A document published by ETC revealed that among European countries, the budget on projects for highways, subways and bridges has grown nearly threefold during the last decade. Therefore, it's clear that among nations, so there exists, among nations, you need a subject, there exists, no, a concern exists. A concern exists about, this is your subject, a concern, verb exists. About, so this is clear among nations is this phrase, and then you need a subject for this phrase to put it first. About transport. Okay, it's not just about transport though, it's about transport circulation. Get back to this idea of traffic jams. Circulation, and there are measures to impact. Okay, and are suggesting. So there's a concern, and measures are being suggested. You could have implement these in spite to implement new plans. Yeah, not in spite of there. Based on the given arguments, I strongly believe that uncontrolled car ownership is a central concern. Well, it's not the ownership, it's the traffic jam thing. Okay, okay, get it into both car ownership and apologies and then let's go. Hang on, believe that the negative implications, because these are the traffic jams of uncontrolled car use, is a central concern. Good, got it. For societies, whereas I think while, because you're not contrasting, you're linking the two things. While the best way to front the situation could be an incremental taxes. Good, very nice. Thereby. Oh, nice one. Okay, I like that final line. That's good. Okay. Really good work, George. Interesting essay, this one. Really interesting essay. Okay, so you're addressing both these two issues. Accumulation of cars. Yes, I was focused a bit too much on the traffic jam, maybe. But I think you need to, obviously, there's the connection between these two things. You need to keep on making sure you link every single topic sentence back to the question. Keep checking you are answering the right question. It's my biggest tip. Yeah, it's so easy just to disappear, talk about something else, and then think, oh, I didn't answer the question. So really take time to plan. Okay, I know you can do it. You have worked so hard and you're writing with such confidence. Go and do an amazing exam. Okay, and super good luck. Really, really will be thinking of you.